So in a previous video, I talked about an interesting article that I had seen talking about quantum mechanics and a new line of figures based on the Wrath of Khan. So there's Khan. I do have a Khan figure, but this one looks a lot better. The one I have is from the TV show. This is from the movie. Then we have Captain Kirk in the uniform he wore in Wrath of Khan, and there's Spock. That's a really good likeness of Spock. So this article came out in 2018. It wasn't the only place where they mentioned these figures. It's QMX, quantum mechanics. But since that was 4 years ago, nearly 5 years ago, and quantum mechanics isn't even making Star Trek figures anymore, we can kind of assume that that's not going to happen. However, this came out yesterday from in Big Bad Toy Store. So there is Captain Kirk from Star Trek the Motion Picture. So not Wrath of Khan, but Star Trek the Motion Picture. And you can see there's the outfit that he wore in the film. Now the first thing that caught my eye was the face, which is an interesting face. That's a strange, I don't know. So here's the one from Quantum Mechanics, and this would be from the original series, and I think that's a really good likeness of it. I don't know. Now I'm assuming that this is probably the final sculpt because it's saying it's going to come out next month. Another thing that caught my eye was that it's $175, which is $20 less than about $25 less than other figures. So if we go into EXO-6, so there's the Star Trek Spock, 200 bucks. Then we have Q, $204. So they are okay. So I guess they do kind of range. I'm not sure what causes the prices to differ. So EXO-6, unlike Quantum Mechanics was putting out maybe a figure a year. EXO-6 is really cranking them out, but they're doing a lot of different. So we have Deep Space Nine, Voyager, Discovery, all sorts of different. Oh my God, it's sold out already. I was gonna. Well, all right. In the amount of time that they'll probably get more though. I'm not particularly worried. So this is my only EXO-6 figure that I own at this point, and I was not super impressed by it. I think mostly I'm a little bit, it's the body. So here Kirk, I think Kirk looks pretty good. The body looks strange here. Like his arms are too long or his legs are a bit bowed. I don't like the boots. They're really soft plastic, and I think they feel cheap. It's not a bad figure. The problem for me is the fact that I think it is inferior to what Quantum Mechanics was producing. So you'd like to see figures improve, whereas I don't think this one is an improvement. The one I'm waiting for now is Sulu, which is a couple months late. But that's okay. I get that. That happens with these figures. It's not a problem. But that is supposed to come out this month. So we'll see. So let's take a look at this figure. Hopefully I will be able to get it. So there's the face again. A little bit different look at it. Looks a little better. That doesn't look bad. In that lighting, it actually looks pretty good. I do like the uniform. We'll see what the uniform looks like, how good it looks in person. Okay, so this is saying that they're going to produce a Spock also. So that's cool. I'm assuming that they're done with mirror figures. They only did two, Sulu and Spock, and I assume that the reason they chose only those two is because Sulu and Spock were the two characters that had facial differences. So Spock has the goatee, and Sulu had a scar on his face. Can't really see it here. Let's see. And I think they put maybe some makeup or stuff on him. So that's probably why they chose those two. But given the fact that they appear to be moving on to a new line, which is the motion picture characters, I assume they're probably done with this. And I'm not surprised, because the Mirror Kirk was barely in the movie. And I think he looked kind of the same, so I'm not surprised. But anyway, I'm a little excited. Hopefully that's just a bad look at the facial sculpt, because I don't think it looks that great. But that's something, if you're into the high-end Star Trek figures from the original series, that's something you might want to consider. Anyway, that's James T. Kirk from Star Trek the Motion Picture.